Alright, so hello and welcome to FMBP Dota's cast of the CEVO lower bracket finals. We've got good looking nerds going up against counter psychological manipulation, tagged up as Do You Even Lift? And let's look at the bans here. Good looking, I guess Do You Even Lift had first ban. They took out Darkseer and Batrider, two very strong and annoying heroes to play against. And then good looking nerds taking out the Magnus, because if you're not going to pick him, you don't really want to play against him right at this point and how Dota 2 is developing. So we'll see what their other ban is here. They're taking a bit of time. And for those of you wondering why Callie is not speaking, having some mic issues on the Pix ban screen. It was working on the loading screen, so we'll see what happens there. Banning out Sven, the Sven Magnus combo, banned out by good looking nerds, just not wanting to go against it there. First pick Undying from CPM there on the Radiant. So look for a possible aggressive tri lane. That's usually where Undying fits in best, but we'll see what happens there. And Jakiro, support of Dota 2 right now, the official support of Dota 2. And Templar Assassin getting picked up to go on the mid lane. And I'll tell you guys a little bit of what I know about these teams currently. We got, let's see, so Sex will be on the Templar Assassin middle. He's got a nice classy name there. And we will also have the Jakiro played by either Unity or Pidgey. We'll see which one picks that up. And for CPM, Do You Even Lift? We'll have that Bounty Hunter will most likely be played by Guanzo, or yeah, he did, #1 Lion, Guanzo. He played an amazing Bounty Hunter versus Love in the last lower bracket match we cast. And then the Undying look to be picked up by maybe, depending on how they play it, Styx or Longwong, I would think. So we'll see what happens there. Rubik, the third pick for CPM. Again, Styx or Longwong, most likely going to be on that. And as I said, we cast a previous game of CPM versus Love. You can check that out on youtube.com/FMBPDota. We got a lot of videos up actually, a couple from the CEVO tournament throughout, even one of ourselves because we were in this tournament. And followed the Art of Warfare through the Alienware North American Battlegrounds Arena Tournament playoffs, whatever you want to call it. So that should be that'll be getting finished up soon with Fnatic and Dignitas in the finals. I think that may have already been played, but we'll be doing the third and fourth place match this Thursday. And let's see what the third pick coming out of Good Looking Nerds is going to be. See if they're going to opt to pick up a carry or another support right here, depending on the strategy they're going to be running. They've got a solid mid in the Templar Assassin, and not, I guess they got Bounty Hunter's Track to help against the TA's Meld, but not too many other abilities that are really, TA specific. They didn't opt to pick up a Leshrac or a Veno yet, and we'll see if Good Looking Nerds bans that out. So here's their carry, Faceless Void, getting a lot more play in the current meta game. He is quite strong. He needs a bit of farm though, so you got to make sure your tri lane works out. You're in a bad position if your tri lane doesn't work, and given that CPM here might be going aggressive tri, we'll see how that works out for the Faceless Void. At least he's not a strength carry, so Undying's not going to take his last hitting potential away from him, but he will be taking health away from a somewhat squishy carry already. If the tri lanes clash, we'll see. Anti-Mage banned out, just not wanting to go against a carry that is so strong when farmed and so hard to gank. You got to put a lot of resources to gank him. If it doesn't pay off, you're going to find your team falling behind, which is not a good thing. Coddle, the horse, the old man on the horse, very annoying to play against, and they're opting to ban him out. I think maybe they're going to ban out some more pushing heroes, or counter pushing heroes, so that they can maybe push, or that aggressive tri-lane, if they run it. I'm really thinking they are, hoping they are. Gonna try to get some towers down. pretty early, and you don't want Coddle if you're going to try to do that. He's just too much damage in the lane if you're just coming straight out of tower. But we'll see. Callie hasn't figured out how to transmit on the Pix ban screen yet. It worked for us last time, so I'm not sure.
Hello, Joey?
Is that in game? Because it's working now.
No, it's not, but some recent developments have come to my attention. I don't think spectators are enabled for this game.
Oh, that would be... So spectators might not be enabled.
But so I might as well jump in here on the picks and bans at least. The recording I'll still go through anyway.
Yeah, I'll hear you. I'm going to continue to transmit in game because that's what I put my hotkey to on Fraps.
For sure, for sure. So yeah, we got a pretty good picks and bans already. I like the bounty hunter pick here for CPM. Gonna be played by Guanzo again for sure. He did such a good job in that off lane. I think he was against a solo windrunner that time, and they because CPM ran that offensive tri lane with his Fen, so he did a pretty good job. Let's see if they whether GLN decide to run a defensive tri lane or an offensive tri lane, depending on what goes up against what. Then we'll see how he does against a tri lane or not.
Yeah, indeed. Think you could turn yourself down just a little bit?
Yeah, I'll just talk a bit quieter, I guess, because I'll just start talking in game once we get through this. I don't know why it's not working.
Yeah, good call. So Invoker banned out here by Good Looking Nerds and Shadow Demon by CPM, as well as Potom. Interesting ban choice actually. Pretty good offlaner with her instant cast leap. She can get out of almost any combo really.
Yeah, for sure. But CPM does have that Undying, so if I think that most likely they'll be running an offensive tri-lane. They'll probably want to go against the other team's tri-lane, especially against a Void, who's like a harder carry than most heroes right now in the patch. So just banning out that pot.
Oh, but there's that gyrocopter carry that I love so much.
Yeah.
Gonna be being played by Mo Money. Mo Profanity.
Yeah, they could run that, or they might choose to run the Gyro against the Templar Assassin. He's not a bad counter against that Refract. So we could see a Drew there on the Gyrocopter against Templar Assassin mid. They still don't really have a mid hero like for sure yet, so it could be that. Since they do have the Undying, who does need a little bit of farm. We've seen some support Undyings in tri lanes, but I think that they'll most likely have that as the main farmer in the tri lane.
Yep. Gyro just good against a TA because the Rocket Barrage, is that his Q? Really good at taking off Refraction. But now we see the Viper picked up. So that's most likely going to be Drew, because last game, Love vs CPM, we saw Drew on the Viper.
Yeah, maybe Viper's just one of their picks that they feel is really, really strong, and they're just comfortable playing them through playing Viper through the early to late games. So it's kind of like a signature hero for Drew we're seeing, and that definitely means that Gyrocopter will be in the safe lane there with the Undyings on support as well as Rubik.
Yeah, the only downside about putting Viper mid is he lacks some great escapes, but given that they have a Dazzle, before he can actually stun, he needs to be like level 5 or 7 to have his Poison Sting or Poison Touch up to level 3 before it stuns. So all they really got going is Ice Path and some heavy damage from Templar Assassin. And there's a Tide Hunter.
Yeah. So we're gonna be seeing a Tide off lane now, which is kind of interesting, because yeah, like you said, the Dazzle is not really a very offensive support. So if we're seeing a defensive tri lane here by Good Looking Nerds, then they're just gonna have to be really, really defensive and not take any kills to CPM here. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, and that shallow Graves is going to help with that, playing ultra defensive, because if you get towered dove, I don't know, I can't. Pop that shallow grave, force them to overextend a little. Could find yourself in a turning around a fight.
Is it working now in game?
Yeah, you're working in game now. That's a strange thing.
It's so weird. Yeah.
And so yeah, what I was saying was it's gonna be a tied off lane, I guess, for GLN. It's gonna be running bottom, and that means that we're gonna see what we saw last game here for CPM, just a bounty hunter in a solo lane against the tide hunter, most likely.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and introduce the Dire quick. Looks like the Radiant are heading out. We got Sex on the Templar Assassin in the mid lane. We got Dien heading top on the Void. Jakiro in the woods supporting up top. Unity gonna be playing that. Pidgey supporting Dazzle heading towards the top. We might have a clash here. So we got autopilot on the Tidehunter, but here we go. Guanzo's gonna find it. Need a pickup by Rubik to get things off the ground here, but I don't think he's gonna be able to get in range. The pickup missile combo is gonna be pretty strong. I'm curious to see how Drew's gonna level the gyrocopter, and Drew is on the gyrocopter, so.
Wow, yeah, we might see a mid gyro here. I guess they can do that if they're running the offensive tri lane. Viper would pretty much have no problem against a Tide Hunter in the off lane there, so smart play here by CPM.
We do have Viper checking the top rune, maybe we can head back down towards mid. You can go ahead and introduce the Radiant now if you'd like, because I don't think we're going to have a clash.
Sure. Yeah, we got Styx here on the Undying up top in the offensive tri lane. We have Drew on the gyrocopter, maybe just a hero that he likes, and I guess they're showing some versatility here at CPM. But yeah, we got Guanzo, as we say, on the bounty hunter who's going bottom, so he is going to be against that solo Tide. We've got Longwan on the Rubik going top, and mid we got Mo Money, Mo Bitches. But,
got a good D ward coming out.
Sorry, interesting here by Sex. He didn't get any regen at all. He just picked up 3 Iron Branches, so he's confident that he can get a few last hits in here and get his bottle at 600 gold. Looks like he's going to be able to, no problem.
Yeah, that refraction's pretty strong, but
pretty unconventional.
Poison attack takes it off fast. He's dropping to half health already. Keep an eye on top lane here. I expect a lot of action to go down pretty soon. A lot of decays going off by Styx.
That's a cool base there on DM for GLN, but yeah, like I was saying for this tri lane, I think it's really going to be in favor of GPM if they can play it right, because they can get the heroes here on GLN to get to really low health, and yeah, sure, they can be saved by Pidgey with that shallow grave, but after that they're just going to have to salve up, they're going to have to back the lane, and that's going to be free farm there for Drew on the gyrocopter, so I don't know, they're going to need lots of regen, they're going to need to play it very carefully to for this tri lane to work out.
And Templar Assassin's got the bottle in the mid lane. The chicken just brought it out. So doing well there.
Yeah, he's got the bottle. I mean, it's an okay build, but I feel like his bottle charges are already out now. He's going to really need that 2-minute rune. If he doesn't get it, then that's going to be a really tough lane for Sex here in the middle.
Yeah, well, Good Looking Nerds did counter the top, so only TA is going to have vision of the runes, so he should be able to grab those without question.
Yeah, he's going to get himself a regen here, so nice there for... Oh, but top we got into low engagement.
And there's Shakiro, defensive ice path there to save Dien, but the rocket's going... It's not going to be enough, it's only a level 1 rocket right now. Oh, they almost kill it too, but it does manage to stun Dien. And they got the heals by Pidgey, so... They should be able to play quite defensively, but the decays might get to him after a while. If you keep stacking those on.
Yeah. And they're trying to D-ward up here. That small camp there is the Dire team, but they weren't able to see that little Radiant ward that's logging the camp, so pretty unfortunate there for the Good Looking Nerds.
Yeah, the sentry was in range. They just haven't wandered around the backside yet to find it.
Yeah, for sure. That's one of the advantages of running that safe lane, is being able to stack and pull and keep the equilibrium next to your tower, so they really need that, or else this is pretty much a lost lane, so I don't know, they really need to do something here. And it looks like Sex is doing good middle though, with that fast bottle. He's got that regen in his inventory, so he's going to be okay.
Yeah, in the CS count middle, we got Sex at 15, Viper only at 6, so TA doing a good job to win that. Tied at 9, BH at 10, so that lane's pretty stalemate right now. But the Voided 8, and let's see who's taking the farm for the top, the Gyro at 10. So again, pretty even overall. It's going to really come down to where this first kill happens, I think, to determine who is really winning the lanes right now.
For sure, for sure. Yeah,
got initiation onto Unity, the Tombstone is dropped. But not enough follow-up there. Ice Path lands on Undying here. And I don't think diving here is the correct decision, so they must agree with me, and they're backing up as well.
Yeah, and that's one of the problems with running the Undying in a tri-lane without him getting a farm. He's got no mana now, he's got no gold to even get close to that soul ring, so he's just going to be kind of doing nothing right now. He's just a big zombie walking around with lots of decay attacks, but no more mana to cast anything else, so I don't know, that's kind of one of the disadvantages. But you know, on the other hand, being a very tanky support hero, I guess, with strength and stuff like that, he can still cause a lot of havoc in a team fight.
Yeah, and choosing to max that Tombstone first, so he's going to be really strong in the team fights. I'd expect him to max that over Decay, just because it'll have such an impact, really, later on when they get a first big engagement.
For sure, it looks like they're going on Pidgey up here.
Yeah, Pidgey gets caught out, but not enough damage to drop. A rocket doesn't go. Drew's getting really low as well. I'm assuming he's skilled at point in Shallow Grave, so...
Yeah, he did. Dian just came in there and started taking a few of those rocket hits, so it wasn't all going on Pidgey there. So nice play there, nice defensive tri-lane we're seeing here by GLN, and the creep wave's still at the tower, so Dian's still able to get some farm if he's lasted pretty carefully.
Yeah, good awareness there at the top lane for the Dire, realizing that Rocket Barrage has to pick a target. It doesn't just hit everything.
Yep, and Sex is just doing a really great job mid.
Yeah, picked up the haste rune top about a minute ago as well, so...
Yeah, he's doing really well, pushing the equilibrium of the creeps with his side blade.
Got Guanzo on the bot lane. He's got track. He hits 6. He's giving autopilot a lot. Level 2 Janata, level 2 Shuriken, so he might be able to take autopilot out here. Let's hope he does, because he's diving in. No, I don't know if he's going to have the damage. Oh, the tower hits and the damage from autopilot. Guanzo giving up the first blood. Got a bit aggressive. And that, Anchor Smash, yeah. Showing how strong it is there. Just reducing the damage of Bounty Hunter so much. And Kraken Shell. Does he have Kraken? I'd expect him to, yeah. Reducing the damage.
You got one more.
Reducing that damage.
It looked like Guanzo tried to do a last minute one there, but he had like one charge, so it didn't really heal him at all. So nice play there by Autopilot to live and be able to get the first blood, and he's got that Ravage now, so let's see if he tries to help it in the team fight, maybe go to that drive and get a few kills there.
Guanzo's top. He initiates onto Unity, who's going to go down, but that's a good Ice Path, catching 3 of them. The Tombstone is dropped, so I guess a defensive Tombstone really, just so GLN can't push in, but the Ravage goes, misses everybody.
Oh no. There's Autopilot just trying to make something out of something.
And then Pidgey gets caught. He might have to pop Grave here. He pops Grave, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The Courier's there. They're not going to go for it. Managing to chase Pidgey. And Undying going to pick up with Decay. Anchor Smash. Picking off Guanzo. So just trades after trades here, but I don't know. Could have been completely different if that Ravage was maybe saved or hit someone when it was used.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
For sure. Nice gank there by Guanzo to go top and there and get 2 kills there, so definitely in favor of CPM there. As well as I think one of them was a track at least. I'm not sure if the one on who was a Pidgey maybe up top secondly, or maybe it was the Shakira. I'm not sure if that one was a track yet, but at least one of them was. And I think and Drew got the last hit on that one, so gonna be a little bit of an advantage there for CPM.
Given it's level 1 track, and it's still a 10-second cooldown, I'm assuming only one of those targets was tracked, but...
Oh, more money going on Sex here mid. He's dropped his ulti. Guanzo's there as well. Just gonna TP out.
I was gonna TP out, wow. Noticing Shuriken was used, and that he could TP out safely, so good awareness there by the TA, but a lot going down top here. Longwan had someone stunned a couple of telekinesis drop, but it wasn't enough. The rocket hit, also not enough. Only level 1 rocket still. Rocket Barrage level 2.
He's getting a point of Flak Cannon as well, so he's going to have lots of anti-push potential as well. But nice play by Tempo Assassin there, Sex. He's able to just DP out. It's pretty much the #1 counter against a Viper, is a Scroll Town Portal, so nice awareness there.
And a lot of heroes, actually. Always carry them.
The main ones are Viper and Bloodseeker. The most known countered by Town Portal Scroll, they're called now. So nice play. And it looks like Autopilot's just rotated bot. He's got his arcane boot, so he's just gonna try to like farm up a little bit more there. Maybe get his dagger.
Yeah, I expect him to farm a blink, doing the things that farming Tidehunter should do in this one-on-one offlane situation is carry a TP and ready at a moment's notice. But initiation top, Pidgey getting picked up, trying to heal. Gonna have to pop Shallow Grave, doesn't get it off though. Rocket Barrage just pumping out a lot of damage at level 2. Here's Flak Cannon coming out, hitting everybody with huge cleave. DN gonna drop as well. Bounty Hunter picks it up. I'm not sure if it's a track kill. He's pretty out of mana right now, but Drew's gonna drop there. TA coming up top. And then Unity gonna drop Guanzo. Guanzo showing how good he is at that Bounty Hunter. Sex might go down as well. I don't know if they have any detection. We can meld. Oh, there's the track. So Sex gonna drop as well. So things going CPM's way now in the top lane once Bounty Hunter has been on the map. Although Autopilot picking off sticks, solo kill in the bot lane, pops rat. Drew TP's down.
Oh, it's just going to be a bit late, but we're seeing how strong Rocket Barrage is in the early game with that in a tri lane, so nice play, nice pickup by CPM. I think that Gyro is actually one of the most underrated heroes right now.
You said underrated?
Yes, underrated. I feel like he should be picked a lot more than he is.
Your dog is going nuts there.
Yeah, crazy.
Everyone say hi to Bailey.
She says hi back, but she's pretty shy. Not really, she's crazy and barks all the time.
Alright, so they said the internet dropped out for Green, Pidgey on the Dazzle. I noticed he disconnected during the Pix ban phase as well, so maybe just having some issues.
Yeah, posted by in that Virginia apparently is pretty bad for internet.
Yes, I can attest to that.
Do you know where they live?
Yeah, they said they were all from Richmond, I think. Someone said they were caught, well, their fifth was caught in traffic while we were in the lobby on 64. So people from this area knows how bad that can get. 64.95. Maybe they're, I don't know, Tidehunter Autopilot disconnects as well. We'll see what happens. Let's do item check.
Yeah, it looks like the kills are pretty much the same. The gold is not really an advantage for anyone with no towers taken.
Yeah, and XP is dead even.
So, yeah. Just got not really much. Just a bunch of treads and tranquil boots on Viper. He went for the tranquil boots actually instead of phase boots or treads, so that's pretty interesting. He's gonna have a lot of move speed though, which is good for a hero like Viper. But Sex has got the magic wand. He went power treads actually instead of phase boots. Wow, I've never seen that on a Templar assassin, to be honest. I know it's like one of the recommended items, but it's like one of the most joked about misuses of recommended items there. But going for the strength treads, so he's gonna be a little bit more tanky at the cost of having less damage.
Yeah, well, I hope he picks up a blink to increase his mobility somewhat. We'll see what he goes first. Does he need to rush a BKB? I don't really think so. They don't have too many hard stuns, so I'd expect Blink Deso coming out for the Templar Assassin. Curious as to what DN is going to build. If he's going to go Battle Fury, or if he's going to go Mask, or Maelstrom. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, he's been in against a tri lane, so I think personally right now, Void is better just getting lots of attack speed. Now that his bash does extra damage in Chronosphere. I think double damage?
Yeah, it does.
So I think you just want to be hitting more often when you pop that ulti, so going for something like a Mask of Madness or straight for that Mjolnir is pretty good, I think, for Voids right now. But we'll see. A lot of people still like to get that Battle Fury, maybe the Hand of Midas even. I think it might be a little late for that, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I'd have to say it's a little bit late for the Hand of Midas. Usually want that by 5 or 6 minutes. Alright, but everyone's back in the game. So let's try to remember what was going on. Autopilot just picked up a solo kill in the bot lane with Ravage on Undying. Yes, he's respawning soon, so that looks like that was the case. TA died on the top lane. There's quite a big skirmish up there. She's respawning now. And we'll see where this takes us.
Yeah, Drew's just coming down to the bottom lane to farm now. He's gonna try to keep the creeps pushed back by denying his own creeps at any chance he gets. So nice play there. We'll see what he goes for. Maybe something like a mana style. Have you even seen Shadow Blades as well on Gyro? It's not really a bad item choice. Get that extra damage, and you can use Rocket Barrage and then go invisible and just run with them. So not a bad item choice for a Gyrocopter.
Well, not going to be keeping the equilibrium with he's using flat cannon.
He actually popped his flat cannon, yeah. Because I think 2 creeps were really low and he wanted to get both at the same time, so he ended up having to use it. But we'll see if he can do anything. If he's not really scared of getting ganked because Guanzo's here as well, and he's going to be keeping tabs on autopilot on the Tide Hunter.
Yeah, good idea using that Bounty Hunter's perma-stealth, so just zone and keep tabs. Ensure that farm. Maybe push the tower, I don't know. The flat cannon is so strong for pushing creep wave, but you don't have as much damage early, so I'm surprised he got it, to be honest. Maybe we'll just keep 1 level for 3 attacks, because I think Rocket Barrage and the Rocket are just, or the Missile, are just so much more useful in the early mid game.
Yeah, I think Rocket Barrage is definitely one of the most useful spells, but I gotta disagree with you on Homing Missile. I feel like 1 level is all you really need. You get 2.2 second stun duration, and like in a team fight, you're gonna get 1 Homing Missile off, and it might not even, it's like not really a reliable stun. So I think early game you're better off maxing, of course, Rocket Barrage first, and then Flat Cannon after that. So we'll see what he does though, because the Homing Missile is a pretty good harassing tool for a Gyrocopter.
Yeah, it can also secure those kills, like if the team fight, you know, as long as you can get it off. Guanzo just picked off someone. Templar sat in mid lane, sorry I missed that.
Yep. And then Mo Money just comboed up, and Viper using the Viper Strike there. So nice kill on the Templar Assassin. And after that great start that Sex had, he's been shut down. He got killed twice now. But they're still leading on the last hits chart. Is Sex and DN on the faces forward.
Yeah, but the net worth going the way of Mo Money and Guanzo, Viper and Bounty Hunter getting those track kills together, and pretty decent farm up on Mo Money. So showing the power of track. For sure. Bounty Hunter in 2nd place on the net worth.
Yeah, and Viper's picked up a point booster, so maybe he'll be rushing that Aghanim Scepter, which is a really good item actually for Viper. We haven't seen it too much, just because Viper's not really seen in competitive play that much.
Yeah, here it's the way to go mid. Actually, it's quite strong.
Yeah, because Viper really needs to tank up as a hero who just kind of like wants to drop as many poison attacks as possible and like survive for as long as possible, especially with that corrosive skin. Then Aghanim's is great item for tanking up. He's almost got an Overaxe as well, so he's gonna be really strong. He's gonna have like 1300 health as well. So surprised he didn't get treads, but Tranquil Boot's also pretty good for sustainability against a Templar Assassin with that heal. So the sideways hitting you, so not bad. But it looks like we just got back to our 3-on-3 lane up here on top with Guanzo trading for True there now. And other than that, lanes come back to normal.
Alright, Jan getting picked up. Telekinesis, Guanzo with a big Janata in the trap. I know Chronos stole Rubik, or, oh god. Rubik stole Chrono. But Tide TPing in with a big ravage, followed up by a nice Anchor Smash and a gut. Anyone else gonna pick up sticks here with the Chronosphere. Although Tien might drop here. Long locks himself in Chronosphere, because he cannot walk through it despite stealing the spell. But Guanzo, I think, picking off Void right there, but gonna go down to the follow-up by the supports in mid lane. So double kill for Tide Hunter. That was a great TPN. That's what you want to do as a Tide. All you aspiring Tide players, take note.
Beautiful counter gank there by Autopilot, as well as Sex coming in on the Templar Assassin. I think he just rotated up. Maybe he TP'd, I'm not sure. There's lots of frozen time there with that double Chronosphere, but nice counter gank here from good looking nerds, and I think they definitely came out on top.
Yeah, Drew doing some damage to that bot tier 1 though, but not able to get it yet. Maybe he'll go for it here, but I think Autopilot's gonna roam back down. See him roaming down. And 4-man push top for good looking nerd. Sorry, Helmet Dominator you said?
For Drew, yeah. Just wants to get extra lifesteal. Quick Helm is not really a bad choice. So we'll see. But yeah, like I said, he's got some tower damage there, and looks like CPM definitely want to defend this hot tower up top against those 4 heroes.
Yeah, they dropped a defensive tombstone just to get good looking nerds off their backs.
Yeah, and Sec actually just is going to abandon top and go back to farm.
Autopilot chasing down Drew with a Gush Anchor Smash combo, but decided to back out after Rocket Barrage was popped.
For sure, yeah. Now is when it's really annoying for Templar Assassin against the Viper at this point in the game. That poison attack is maxed. I think it takes off all but one charge on refraction, one defensive charge on refraction, so it's pretty annoying for a Templar Assassin, but he's just going to try to keep getting the runes and pushing the lane and getting the advantage that way. So we'll see how well he does. But it looks like Viper's roaming top. I'm pretty sure they know because they have a ward set up on the rune spot as well as that trap on the hill there to keep vision of more money. But he's going to pick up a nice vision.
Guanzo picking up a track kill on Autopilot in the bot lane. Big for him. Dropping to third though. All the top 3 net worths going the way of CPM, Viper, Gyro, Bounty, so things are going well for them currently, but still quite a close match here. I think if we check out the gold graph, 3k advantage, that's starting to get into a problem area.
Actually, one interesting thing we're seeing out of Sex on the Templar Assassin is it looks like he's going to max that side blades. Maybe he's just getting an extra point in there so that he can stay away from the harass from the Viper and not get too close, because if he gets a little too close, then Viper's just going to easily try to kite him with that poison attack. So maybe a smart item choice, but usually you just go for that max meld for that lots of extra damage that comes from it, as well as the minus armor.
Yeah, we saw TA picking up 2 points into side in a game we cast recently because he was going against the Darkseer. Wanted to stay out of range of the Ion Shell, so same reasoning here.
Oh, backstab here.
Bit of a go on top. Long Wong using telekinesis to escape.
Yeah, he actually had time walk as well, which is pretty much like a guaranteed steal.
Although Sex gets initiated onto, Mo Money drops the ult. Kiting him around with the Q, track is up, he's gonna drop. Guanzo picks up the kill.
There was a price.
So Guanzo, that bounty hunter.
Getting the medallion. Yeah, early medallion of courage just makes for such easy kills there, especially coupled with the Viper, makes any hero is much impossible to escape. And I think saving that Shuriken toss this time after learning his lesson from that other gank that happened.
Yeah, Guanzo 7-3 right now, and then Autopilot 5-1, picking up most of the kills for good-looking nerds.
Yeah, Guanzo just doing a little scouting out there here on the top tower. Looks like CPM want to take it down, and with that Undying, I think they can. They got the ulti, they got a max level tombstone, so they can get into a really scruffy team fight right now, and I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, indeed. And then even if Void does drop that Corona, there's not so much that can be done to follow up. I guess Ice Path, Macropyre, and then as long as Tide doesn't walk into it, can position for a good Ravage, maybe even behind, depending on how many are stuck in the Chrono. So maybe I take that back. They've got a bit that they can do with it.
Yeah, but it has to be a pretty good Chronosphere for all that to work out. But it looks like Dian's picked up a Mask of Madness right now, so going for that attack speed, like I said, we'll see if he goes for the Mjolnir or a Basher. Sorry, we didn't really get a Basher, but it's not a bad item, I guess, on Void, but we'll see what he gets. I think just maxing attack speed right now is the best idea. They're able to fight off the push there. But Guanzo is just looking around, just lurking right now. He's picked up a Vlad as well for that early extra damage. And maybe they want to pick off Autopilot here mid.
Yeah, pings were coming out there from Guanzo. He's rolling around in the dire jungle right now. But the ports for CPM are really doing such a good job in the top lane. Just duo laning versus a try, Rubik and Undying, with the Fade Bolt to reduce the last hit, and then stealing the straight. I think they're really putting a dent in Dian's farming ability, actually. He's only at 64.
Oh, they're getting Autopilot mid.
Oh crap, Guanzo.
Nice gank there by Guanzo.
Picking up Autopilot.
Viper's actually got his Aghanims completed, wow. So that Viper Strike is just doing crazy damage right now. It's 12-second cooldown. It's up every gank that you need, maybe even twice in a team fight if you can get him off early enough. Strong play here by CPM, and looks like they want to get Sex again, but a nice trap there by Sex to just defensively run away. And he's got his Blade Dagger now. He's just going to pick up a side shot and maybe blink away.
Pidgey disconnecting again. Internet OP.
Catchphrase right there.
Yeah, so just point out that what Ags does for Viper Strike here, just in case anyone doesn't know, it decreases the mana cost, the cooldown, and increases the cast range. I would have to say all three of those are great, but the cast range is really the most noticeable thing coming out of that upgrade.
Yeah.
Well, your mic,
Yeah, for sure.
that was
yeah.
vent.
Yeah, I just have it, I guess. I think I actually might have to leave soon though, so I do have hockey.
Callie is Canadian, if
Does
you
not look
didn't
like
guess
it's anything anytime soon.
from that sentence he just
Alright.
said.
Yeah, let me just make sure about that.
Don't worry, I will press on and finish this broadcast to the 0 spectators, I think, because they are disabled, so that's fun. So all of you watching will be watching on YouTube, and we thank you for your views.
Yeah, and that's youtube.com/FMVPDota, and you can follow us on Twitter at FMVPDota as well. So that's where you can get all your updates on when we're going to be casting. I think we're going to be casting the finals for this tournament here, for CEVO.
We will, and we
It's going to
should
be,
be continuing casting into Season 1 as well.
yep, it's going to be either GLN or CPM against My Intent, am I correct?
That would be correct. Which I'm looking forward
Well, it's
to.
going to be a really crazy game. Yeah, we haven't seen My Intent play yet, so I'm really interested to see how strong they are. They were just able to bully their way up into the winner bracket finals, so it's going to be pretty cool. Pretty cool game there, and both these teams are really good, really strong right now, so it's definitely going to be a good game. And I think it's best out of 3, right?
It is. The format's a little weird. It's a best out of 3, but the team coming from the winner's bracket, upper bracket, whatever you call it, gets a 1-game advantage. So if My Intent wins the first game, that's it. It's essentially a best of 1. And then if either of these two teams going up against My Intent wins the first game, it becomes... Well, you get the idea.
Yeah. Makes sense. Looks like Autopilot's just hiding up here on top. He's got that Ravage ready. And Deanne's also got that Chronosphere, so if he can get a good one off, then good looking to be set for a beautiful team fight. And we'll see if Sex kind of goes up there as well. He's got the dagger, so...
Deanne gets initiated onto with the ult, gets picked up. Gonna try to get that permastun. Good Ice Path, good Chronosphere. Deanne going back in. Dual Breath, Macro Prime, doing tons of damage. Mo Money probably gonna drop as well. Got an armor reduction. Did someone pick up a medallion? Or no, never mind, that's Pidgey's ult. I take it back. Dazzle ult, it's strong. I've been known to say that. It's great.
Yeah, and
Both.
beautiful AoE heal from Shadow Wave as well from the Dazzle after they got a little bit initiated on there. So nice smart pickup there for Jalen, and they're able to win that team fight pretty handily, just taking it 2-0 and as well as a 2-1 tower.
Yeah, and then Void gonna TP out to go defend. Make sure their bot tier 2 doesn't take too much damage. Meanwhile, the rest of GLN continuing the push on top. The Tombstone, well placed, back behind the tower, but close enough to pop up zombies to be annoying. And it's gonna force GLN back a little bit. But 3 people lining up bot now for CPM. Gonna try to get this tier 2 tower. Only Void's there. He's tracked up. They're gonna know what he is doing. Although he does have that ability to jump in, but Chronosphere's down for a little while longer, 50 seconds. So he's gonna need TP support from his friends, and his friends are on the way. Unity and Autopilot throwing out a ambitious Ice Path that doesn't quite catch Guanzo and the Bounty Hunter. Curry are bringing something. More sentries. They really want to make sure they kill Guanzo because they know how well he's doing right now, second on the net worth tab.
Yeah. Okay, so I have to go right now, but I'm looking forward to watching this on YouTube after. So good luck with the rest of the cast, and good luck with both these teams, actually.
Alright, so I'll continue cat.
Alright, peace.
Peace. The push continuing for CPM on the bot lane, but keep an eye on Sex coming around the back. Good Ice Path. Drew's got his BKB. Autopilot pops the rabbit. Not enough damage. Drew popping his ultimate. Gonna land on Autopilot. He's gonna drop. Picking up the kill. Wanzo coming behind though. Doing a lot of damage to Deanne on the Void. And then Drew being able to take him with either Flak Cannon or Rocket Barrage. So 2-for-1 trade down here.
Is under attack.
Pidgey wasn't in that fight. That ultimate could have made the difference. It's a short cooldown, so I'm assuming it's up. Also Shallow Grave, pretty big deal. Looking for this tower to drop. Doubt Glyph's on cooldown, so they're not going to be popping that. Pidgey,
Bottom tower has fallen.
I don't know what he picked up. Maybe a TP from the chicken there that just came out. So 4 people running around on the Dire side. Gonna back up now. Maybe they're gonna go for this gank on Templar Assassin. See the pings coming out from Guanzo. He knows the rotation. They got a ward up. They're gonna see Pidgey coming down. They could just jump on Pidgey. But the track is up, so Malad not doing any good. Big decay. Nice trap there by the Templar Assassin. Gonna run away. He's got blink. But awkward blink into the trees. Maybe trying to bait out the fight just a little bit longer so some support comes in. Creep doing some damage to the courier of CPM here. But it'll be fine. Sticks, getting close to a pipe. Needs to pick up a couple more rings of regen, ring of health, and the recipe. About a grand or 2, so look for that coming up soon. Be a big impact for them in their team fight. TP's coming up top. GLN gets a trap on Drew. He's gonna go on him. Big meld hit, 200 damage. Pops the BKB, rocket barrage. Popping the ult, turning this around. Guanzo's there. Pidgey's there. Ice Path coming in from Jakiro though. Lots of damage going online. He's running away through the macro pyre, but I think he's gonna live. Maybe not. He came back through. Autopilot doesn't have Ravage. 35 second. Macro pyre was stolen, I think, by Rubik. So Longwong doing a good job there. Autopilot gonna TP out, but it's not enough damage. The passive on Viper, that W, Nethertalk, really doing a ton of damage on that last. They know Unity's in the trees behind him. He doesn't have a TP, so he's gonna go down here as well. Viper pops the ult, because why not? It's like a 5-second cooldown right now. So that's a big team wipe there. Maybe Diane wasn't involved. I couldn't really tell. I don't think he died. But things going very well for CPM right now. Some good spell steals by Rubik. I'm pretty sure he stole Macro Pyre. He dropped that down, and now he's got Ice Path to line things up even more. Although, I don't know. Ice Path is really good, I suppose, to make sure you lock down the other team. But Macro Pyre is such a short cooldown. Rubik could probably use it 4 to 5 times with the spell steal. Oh, he's only level 9, so not with level 1. With max alt on Rubik, he could probably get away with using it 4 or 5 times. But let's see what they do. Drop a good offensive ward here on the cliff. That's what you want to be doing when you're in that area as the Radiant. When you're going to be offensive, make sure your supports are carrying wards. Do a quick item check. It looks like Autopilot, I'm not sure if he's just buying this plate mail and chain mail because of the bounty hunter, or if he's going to turn that into an AC, I don't know. Drew finds sexier though, he's tracked up. But Diane pops in with the good Chrono. Autopilot has Ravage, he's lining up to get 3 people in it. That's going to be good, it picks off the Rubik, so we won't be stealing it. Sticks going down as well. Need to take out that Tombstone now, but they're gonna try to get Drew. Venomancer here, or crap, Viper. Being able to take out, I think, TA right there while that was going on, so good ability for him to do that and get out. Whew, big rocket by Drew. Guanzo, it's very reminiscent of the first blood he gave up fighting Tide under a tower, but this time Drew's around, so it's gonna work in their favor. So that's a 2 for 5 trade, definitely going the way of CPM. Check the net worth now. Again, the same 3, but a little bit of a different order. Oh, I think they just bought items, so they'll catch back up, but all 10 and 11k for Bounty, Viper, and Gyrocop doing extremely well. And I think the tier 2 is going to drop. And Mo Money and Guanzo working on Roshan while Good Looking Nerds respawns here. Unity's up, he's able to, I guess, save the mid tier 2, but he wouldn't have if they decided to go the route of taking the tower, but instead gonna get Roshan here. Given that the Gyrocop can be extremely strong. Popping up in the middle of a fight. I'm not sure when he'll want to use that ult. Either before he dies or after the Aegis respawn. Probably before, because I don't think he's gonna die if I'm being completely honest. Check out Guanzo. He's got the Medallion of Courage, and I picked up a BKB and a stash and a Vlad's. Mo Money, Ags, Manta, and very Autopilot, again, just building armor, tanking up, got a bracer. Staff of Wizardry up on Unity. That seems a little strange to me. We'll see what he makes out of that. Blink Dagger Treads, about all we got on the Templar Assassin. Mask of Madness Demon Edge, so I guess he's going Bariza or MKB would be my guess on the Void. Pipe, very nearly on its way. Just needs a Ring of Health from the Secret Shop for Undying. That'll be huge. That Ravage pretty much going to be mitigated as long as it doesn't go off when they're all sitting in a Chronosphere and Pipe is not used. Undying, big decays. I think he got 3, but he gets caught in Ice Path. Void jumping in, gonna get a bash right away. Pops it Chrono to just block out the other supports coming in for CPM, but Ravage is popped as well, and not on very many people, and it wasn't quite enough. Grave up on Dian enables him to take out the Undying, but he's gonna drop to Viper there. Having FPS issues right now. Drew drops a huge ult. I think the first rocket caught 2 or 3 of them. Pidgey gonna TP out with the Shallow Grave, but he gets stunned and Shallow Grave's gonna run out. Drew taking a triple kill and maintaining the Aegis, picks up a Manta along with his BKB and Helm of the Dominator, so he's looking extremely strong. His net worth just shot up to 16k, so that was huge right there. And this might be, I don't know, this is the mid-racks push. This is a best of 1. We'll see how long Good Looking Nerds wants to draw this out, or if they think they can turn this around because they've got a Void. But if the mid-racks drops, who knows what's gonna happen? They might just call GG. Let's see. Force Staff coming out for Long Wong pretty soon. He's got the recipe. Dian track, so they're gonna know what he's doing. No new items for the supports of Good Looking Nerds, really. They've fallen a bit behind. So their item progression is being kind of slowed down. Styx dying in that team fight, unfortunately for him, because he would definitely have enough gold to buy that Ring of Health at the Dire Secret Shop right now to finish up that pipe, but not so lucky to have lived. He got initiated upon, managed to drop a Tombstone, get off another decay, and then bait Good Looking Nerds into a fight that I would have to say they wouldn't really want to take uphill, and with that tier 1 mid tower still up for the Radiance, so it was a good engagement for CPM. Tide picked up another brace. Chronosphere is dropped onto 3 people here. Wow, he dropped instantly. Styx going down as well. Guanzo pops his BKB just to live. Doesn't want to get bashed, but bash goes through it anyway. Auto gonna manage to get out. I think Grave was just used on autopilot though, but he was safe. So Grave is down. Good time walk there by the Void. So that's a 2 for nailed trick. But the Minrax is down and they're forced to retreat here. See what happens here. Guanzo gonna find Dian. One big Janata hit uphill, doesn't miss. Taking out Void. So good eye by Guanzo to go that route after he saw Void time walk out to the left. To the left of bot lane for reference. Viper's ult, but a surprise because it's on like 0 cool. Wow, 12 seconds. That is ridiculous. Use it like 10 times in an extended team fight. Alright, Rubik, Force Staff is up. Look for a big Ravage steal if Ravage is indeed used. It is up right now. Chronosphere on a 40-second cooldown. Engagement here at the bot tier 3 tower. Ult is used onto the Templar Assassin. Gonna knock off Refraction right away and taking down a lot of health. Maybe not a lot, about a 5th. Manta images of the Gyrocopter. Trying to whittle away at that tower, which is now getting pretty low. It's not quite in deny range. And meanwhile, Templar Assassin and Void defending the top. Wow, so about 5 minutes on the Roshan, which means Drew still has the Aegis. He's kidding. Is he gonna go Rapier? The ultimate win / throw item. We'll see what he decides to do. I'd expect so, because the Radiance is pointless. Sex getting found in the mid lane. I don't know if Guanzo's around. Guanzo's coming in to try to get that track off the Shallow Grave though, but he's standing in a macro pyre. Dian drops the Chrono. He might take out Mo Money here, but I don't know if he quite has enough damage. Ravage is popped, ult on Dian. Dian taking a ton of damage. Fade Bolt. Rubik might be able to pick him off here, but Viper's ult takes him down. Track up onto Unity there. The Jakir are going to have to run away, but Decay is in trap. Use defensive trap there to save Autopilot, but Guanzo manages to take him down anyway. And Dian and Sex both tracked up right now. Dian able to time walk out. Templar Assassin not so lucky. Guanzo picking up a double kill. Let's check his item progression. He's got a Demon Edge as well. Expecting him to also MKB or Daedalus. I would expect Daedalus from Void, but I don't think he'll be getting as the bot racks now falls. For good-looking nerds, so CPM looking very strong, looking like they're going to move on here. It's going to probably take a miracle for this game to be turned around. And I expect the GG to be pretty soon, but it is a best of one, so yeah, you never want to give up in a best of one no matter how bad the situation looks. But everyone really strong. The pipe is up. Well, it could be up, but Styx maybe doesn't even care at this point. Bounty Hunter picks up a Divine Rapier, so that's gonna hurt. But here's that miracle that good-looking nerds needs. They drop 2 Divine. Yeah, they have 2 Divine. Drop those, Void picks up 1 Chronosphere, your team is done. But the odds of that happening seem somewhat unlikely. We'll just keep watching, see what happens. Necro 3 up on Viper. Interesting build. I guess it's just fun. I do love building Necronomicon on pretty much everyone these days. Especially Nyx. Pairs quite well with him. And even Chen. But whatever. No one cares what I do. We're here for this game. Initiation on Dian. Telekinesis is going to pick him up. Track is on him. TA's in the bot lane pushing that back, so Guanzo maybe just going to go get that solo kill on TA. I kind of want to watch that. The track goes... Oh, he's just going to one-shot him. The track is up, he melds, doesn't get... That's a mega kill streak for Guanzo right there. 2-shotting the TA, so that's big. Dazzle popping his ult, just get as much defense as they can. Although he doesn't actually get any of them. And by them I mean good-looking nerds in that ultimate, which is really what you want to do to be more defensive, I think. Upping your own armor instead of reducing only 2 CPN's team. But at this point, I guess he's just trying to do whatever he can do. Track just runs out on autopilot, but the Necronomicon's doing a ton of damage, as well as Drew with a rapier, and here we are. They're just going to keep him in the base and let the creep do the rest of the work. Good Chronosphere here by Jen, I guess. He dropped immediately autopilot, popping the ult and Anchor Smash. Although Guanzo pops his BKB and lives. So yeah, this is GG. I'm gonna call it. Mo Money just tanking up the fountain. 1 tier 4 remaining. It's dropping. It's gonna be dropping very quickly now with Guanzo right clicking it. And there's the GG from Autopilot coming out. So that was the lower bracket finals for CEVO between good-looking nerds and counter psychological manipulation, who will be moving on to play My Intent in the finals. I guess just check out the CEVO website, or follow us on Twitter or YouTube at FMBP DotA, and we will let you know. We'll be broadcasting live. Hopefully spectators will be enabled. And yeah, hopefully Callie wins his hockey game since he had to leave. Alright, but that's all for me. I hope you enjoy. Peace.